Strand Hunter is probably one of the highest ad clearing supers in the game, creating a massive AoE attack which can just wipe enemies and drop tons of orbs, and then there's that pinpoint precision attack which will do tons of damage and pierce damage to attack multiple enemies in front of it. What if I told you you can get tons of orbs for your fire team at the same time? Hey guys, Inked here, and we're going to be talking about how this build can save you in raids, GMs and nightfalls. The main key bits for this is you're going to obviously have your grapple, because you're going to want to be attacking and punching as much as possible because you want to be unraveling a ton of enemies. Your aspects you're going to want to be using is Widow's Silk because you want to get that additional grapple, and the Ensnaring Slam so you can do air moves which will suspend enemies. Your fragments you're going to be using are Thread of Generation, to dealing damage will give you grenade energy, Thread of Warden, which picking up orbs will give you Woven Mail, so you have a bit more survivability. Thread of Transmutation, for while you got Woven Mail, weapon final blows will spawn tangles. And then Thread of Wisdom, which defeating suspended targets with precision creates orbs. Great if you've got a strand weapon, because the tangles will create suspend, creating orbs which will give you a Woven Mail, and it will just basically be an infinite loop. The mods you're going to be using are, for your helmet, is Ashes to Assets, so your grapple punch will do more super regeneration. Power Preservation, which will create more orbs for your allies. This gives you a ton more, as you're going to be seeing at the bottom left. You're going to be blown away by how much orbs are actually given. And the Void Strand Dual Siphon, so your void weapons like Nessa's Oblation, Null Composure, they all generate orbs, and then your strand weapons, whichever you use to destroy your tangles, will generate them as well. My arms I've got on Grenade Kickstart so I can get my grapple back a lot faster, Heavy Handed so I can throw my kunai out a bit more and try and get more orbs, and Firepower so my grapple punch does more orbs. My chest has just got damage negation depending on the activity. My legs, my Star Eaters, which are the ones which you can get from Legend Lost Sectors, which is crucial for this build because it makes your super do more damage. I use Better Already for better health regen, Recuperation for so I can just heal a ton of health, so I'm basically just keeping my survivability up the more orbs I pick up, and Void or Arc Weapon Surge depending on what you're using for increased damage on said weapons. My class item, I've got Benevolent Finisher for finishers granting orbs for allies, which is great because when you got 3 arc charges and you do that, you generate some orbs, which is again crucial. Reaper for using a class ability, so if I use my dodge, your next weapon kill will grant an orb of power, which is great. Unsure, I couldn't tell if it works with air move, I couldn't find any specific detail on that. And Bomber reduces grenade cooldown after using your dodge or air move. It works for air move. My weapons I'm using is Perpetualis for tangles and demolitionist, so I can just regenerate my grapple a lot quicker. However, I would rather use Ruthless Fury because it has demolitionist and Threadling on a single one, which is fantastic. Nessa's Oblation, the shotgun from the raid from Root of Nightmares, because it will give you can have Volatile and Dragonfly on the same weapon, so you can mash chain the explosions with Volatile, so you can just tether tons of void, which is fantastic. Thunderlord of Two-Tailed Fox are fantastic to use. Thunderlord more for ad clear, Two-Tailed Fox for just doing rockets, or if you want to be a bit spicier, you could use Tractor Cannon for weaken, so your Nessus or whatever other weapons you're using, or even your super, can do a ton more damage. This is very clear about how powerful this can be, because you have a ton of DPS added up with that. But yeah, this is pretty much the build. As you're seeing through the Lost Sector, there's going to be a ton of damage. I'm dropping tons of orbs. This is one of the hardest Legend Lost Sectors as well. I'm not doing it on the Legend Lost Sector, this is just normal one, so it's just clearing through, but you can see how much super energy I'm dropping. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.